Yo, what's up? It's your boy J Love. Today, I am answering all questions, no holds bar. Today is the day to get all the answers that you've been waiting for that I never really tell nobody. What is harder, boxing or shooting scenes? I would say boxing is harder. Shooting the scene is all fun, you know. At the end of the day, it's still a massive workout. You have a lot to do, a lot that goes on, and a lot of people watching. But you can adapt to that a lot easier. Boxing, on the other hand, that's some ferocious training right there. Brutal. I would say boxing. Do I ever get bored of what I do? I would say yes. It's just like any job in this world. You do it a lot, it becomes mundane and routine, and you get bored of this shit. So at the end of the day, it's like a job, any other job, you know. So yeah, I do get bored of it sometimes. Something that instantly turns me off on set, I would say hygiene. It's a rarity or scarcity that it happens, but when it do happens, sometimes we have the girls that are they're like naturalists and they don't like wear deodorant or something, and you're in a certain position or whatever, and you might smell like a little must or something, and you're like, I think you should leave the naturalist alone and put a little deodorant, at least for work. Do I think people admire me or judge me more? I would say it's 50-50, to be honest with you. There have a lot of people that admire the fact that you can go out there and put yourself out there to the world and do all these crazy things on camera. But then they also have, a lot of like religious people and like conservative people as like, I would never show myself to the world like that. But at the end of the day, none of that really matters because as long as I'm having fun, I'm not hurting nobody and I'm making bread, that's all that matters at the end of the day. What is my biggest weakness that no one sees? Uh, Weakness is wild. I would say sometimes I get in my head a lot about certain things. And it was a prior weakness. I used to care about what people think. And I eventually geared my brain to understand that they're not paying my light bill or any of my utilities or anything in my life. So their judgment makes no difference to me. But in my younger years, it was a weakness. I cared about what people thought too much. Do I separate work from real life? Yes, I definitely separate work from real life because at the end of the day, one is a job and one is life. One is forever and one is in the moment. So you have to be able to separate it. The only way you could do the job that I do and have life balance is separation. You have to be able to decipher the difference between the two. Who runs my house, me or Yuki? Let's just say I wanted to go to bed at 9 o'clock last night, and Yuki wanted to go outside for a night hunt at 9 o'clock last night. Needless to say, your boy was outside hunting, so in a sense, Yuki runs the show. What is a night hunt? A night hunt is when I take Yuki outside with a flashlight, and we hunt on the premises all over for different critters, lizards, snakes, birds, raccoons, whatever. We hunt it together. If I find a prey before him, he comes running. If he finds it before me, he'll do, and then I come to him and shine the light. But yeah, somebody that. What is something that people think is easy about my life, but isn't? I would say traveling and sharing your energy with so many different people. That's probably the most difficult thing. Finding that pure balance is rather difficult. Whoever you are in this world, it doesn't matter. Finding balance is always going to be difficult, especially in the journey of finding it. Once you find the balance, it's a lot better. But I would say if I had to pick one thing, it would be all the traveling. Because then I have to leave Yuki sometimes. That's not nice. What female performer brings the best energy on set? Whew. Best energy. I would say Riley Reed, Jewel Diamond. Those two, they bring some crazy energy. Adriana Chechik also ferocious energy. It's so many, but if I had to pick three, those would be the three. If I could go back in time, I would tell my younger self, the world is large, life is short, but seemingly long. Live your life to the fullest, make good decisions, invest your money, and all will be well. Could I ever share my partner? No, I couldn't. Like I said, outside of work, I'm monogamous. So like I don't cheat on nothing. I do my work. At the same sense, I'm a fucking man, so I'm not going to share my partner with anyone. That's just me personally. I couldn't allow it to happen. You know, laying on the bed looking over, like, oh yeah, I know you fucked Brad yesterday. How was it? No, I couldn't do it. I could. At what age did I lose my virginity? It was like 17, 18. Yeah, it was like 17, 18 years of age. I was a late bloomer. You know, I was a nerd in the school and all that shit. So it was like I only cared about academic accolades and sports. So I didn't really chase the girls. I was a nerd. Who took my virginity? Like, do dudes' virginities get taken? I guess it does. Um, it's this girl I was in high school with. She was like one of the more popular girls, very attractive. I think her name was Candy. Have I been married before? Yes, I have been married before. And my first marriage was about 6 years. And she was like turning alarm clocks off on me and stuff. I was missing modeling gigs in New York and all types of things like that. And I felt at that point I was excelling through life a little bit faster than our relationship was and her level of understanding. So I had to detach myself from it. Would my body count number surprise people? I don't know if I would say it would surprise people, but it's pretty massive. So last I checked, it was like 3,500, and I've done a lot of scenes since then. So I would say it's somewhere in there 3,800, 4,000 areas, something like that. My most complimented fragrance is a fragrance that I concocted myself, and I call it the scent of love. It's a bunch of different oil extracts that I put together that I intend to put on the market in the nearest to the future. But right now, it's only my scent, and people tend to love it. I call it the scent of love. My most complimented designer fragrance would be Prada. My most unexpected passion would be a fight between cooking and writing. I'm leaning towards cooking because I just love to cook. It's like I think I was a chef in a past life. Did I feel bad when I beat Adam by TKO? I would say no because I'm very competitive, and although I like the guy, at the end of the day, is a competition, and I like to win. At no matter what the regard is, I feel like I have to win, and I have to give my all. So I would say no, I did not feel bad. Yes, I wish Adam would have thrown a punch because I did a lot of training. Well, 2.5 weeks of training up until that point, and I never really got to utilize any of the training that I had done. So I felt like that was money wasted. Had he thrown some punches, I could kind of like see what these newfound skills or techniques I had learned would have put to use, but he did. Do I want to box again? Yes, I do. I am currently still training now so I can stay in shape for the possible next fight. The most exciting thing about the fight was the blackout energy that you receive, the levels of endorphins that shoot through you when you step into the ring. Because no matter how many people were there watching, it's like they all disappeared and your primal instinct kicked in, and it's like it was just you and your opponent. You know, it's destroy or be destroyed. Would I ever consider working with both Lena and Adam? At this point in my career, I see no need for me to share the bed or screen with another male performer. It's just extra work. So I would say no, because I work solo and produce phenomenal work by myself. So I don't see the necessary need of having a counterpart, another male counterpart in the scene with me. When do I think I'll retire? So I'm 41 years of age now. I think I could do it for another 4 or 5 years. Um, I could do it for way longer, but I feel like it's only necessary for me to do it for like another 4 years. Yo, thank you for viewing my Q&A. I hope you had as much fun as I had making it. I'll be uploading a lot more here on YouTube. So stay tuned, hit like and subscribe. And as always, love is love, baby.